What's up, guys? DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2, and welcome back to RobZ Realism mod. Yes, today we're on the same map that we were on in the previous Star Wars Galaxy at War video, minus of course, the rebel trenches and the massive walkers. I've been having like a speech impediment recently. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm still sick. I'm trying to fool myself, and I'm trying to tell myself and you guys, the viewers, that I'm all right. Everything's dandy. I'm fine. Yes, back to recording. And I'm actually not. I should probably be resting. I just started eating doxyferm, which is great if you want to battle bronchitis. What's it called? Come on, lung stuff. You know, when you're having problems with your airways. Is it called airways? I don't know, like inflammatory issues. When you're sick, when you're cold. Lunginflammation, vad fan? Vad fan? I don't know. Anyway, we're not going to start talking Swedish, but we're not going to start Googling shit either. And people have been saying like, oh, well, I mean, I have uploaded 2 or 3 squad videos recently. And, as you've probably noticed, I haven't talked a lot in those squad videos, which is why I've uploaded them, because I don't have to talk so much when I play squad. But when I do these videos, I have to talk a lot. And recently and previously and before, even, I mean, at the time I uploaded the Panthers and Panzer Grenadiers, that was like 2 weeks ago. That's when I really started feeling bad. Like, I think that was actually a week after I had actually gotten sick in the first place. You've noticed that I haven't uploaded any videos between the 25th of September and the 3rd of October. That's like 9 days. So, you know, that was like still a week ago. So yeah, 2 weeks pretty much, which is really bad. I really wish I could recover and get better faster. But hopefully with the pills, I'll be fine. So, as you can tell, we've got some German Panzers in the distance, and we've got some sneaky Matildas and Valentines and Shermans and Grants and all those things back here. I think this is an M3, where is it? Grant, right? It's not an M3 Lee, it's the Grant, right? I'm sure there's a Lee variant too. I think I recall something like that, but no. We're doing the British versus the Germans. This is a desert scenario, and I actually prepared this scenario for this map specifically, and then I thought, well, this map is cool, I'll make a Jakku scenario too, and then I thought, well, I might as well still record and upload the World War II scenario using RobZ mod, because that's actually why I made this map. I wanted to do a desert tank battle. I don't think I've ever done one before, but I wanted to cross that off the list. And it's gonna get a little trickier than just a massive tank battle. Once this first fight is done, we're not gonna end the fight. We're gonna let the map and the units who are alive remain there, and then that faction will receive reinforcements, and we're going to involve infantry, static weapons, and we're also going to turn it night. We're going to turn the lights off. It's going to be nighttime. There's going to be a night battle following this day battle. So, yes, without further ado, I think it's time we click start, and let's just watch all these units engage each other, and, yeah. Oh. And already, of course, there's a exchange of fire. This Panzer here just woke up after taking like 3 or 4 AP rounds there from the British. We've got more German tanks moving up. We've got a nice variety here. Some Stugs, an open-cased Marder, or I guess open-hulled. I'm not entirely sure what you call those. I spot 2 heavier Tigers here in the center as well. They were very prominent in Africa. They did a... Oh! Saw lots of combat in northern Africa as well. More Stugs, Panzer Force, different variants. Very nice. See a few smoke clouds here and there, and we've got the British armoured section here moving up quite nicely, really advancing. We've got a, I believe this is a Crusader back here, alright? That's a Valentine moving up, and a Matilda to its left. No, that's actually a Matilda as well, I believe. So 2 Matildas moving up. Some Crusaders returning fire, and we can spot several explosions back there as some German armor is being destroyed. The Germans are pushing up on the left flank, where the Brits have kind of come to a halt. But on the British side, their push up on the left is actually looking quite okay. I see that they've lost a lot of tanks, but they do have quite a few alive as well, and we see more explosions there on the German side. Even some machine gun fire is coming into play here as the British armor engage some of the infantry back there. Interesting stuff. Wow, look at that. Boom. So the British outnumber the Germans with about 8 tanks. It's 32 British tanks to 24 German tanks. I know that the Germans have some heavier hitting tanks, but it wasn't always the case where the Allies had, where they had equal armor, so to speak. I think it took a while until the late 1940s, 4s, and at least 43s until the Allies started producing more serious AT weaponry in terms of tanks and tank destroyers and such. They never had the same, didn't quite have the same stopping power or penetrating power or whatever you want to call it as the Germans did, even as early as 1942 and 1943 when the Tigers were coming into play and many other German tanks. The Germans were definitely ahead on that side, but before the invasion of Normandy and all, the Allies made sure that they had tanks who could deal with the main body of German armor. Look at that, we've got a Martyr flipping a Matilda there. Interesting, all the Valentines are down as well. I think that the fight has pretty much come to an end. We're going to open up the minimap, we're going to increase the size so that we can actually tell what's going on. And we can tell now that the Germans have lost a lot of tanks. They do not have a lot remaining, but the British have lost even more, and they've got 2 combat active tanks in the back here. This one's lost its main gun. This one's totally fine, so we're going to go ahead and repair this one just to add to the action. And this poor Matilda here is going to be taking more fire. Hopefully it can return some. They've got a tank moving up on its right there. Fact is, they've got more than 1 tank moving up on its right. And I'm not sure why they're not firing. There we go, that one's gone. The tankmen are moving around. Got 2 Stuks moving up here as well. We're going to go ahead and disable the minimap so that we can see what's going on. And they're going to be running away. Look at that. I mean, what are you going to do when Jerry's knocking on the door? We've got 2 of the Stuks who just came to a halt here. That's very nice. Look at that. Some German tank crewmen coming up as well. And that Crusader there, no point in trying to repair the main gun. You're screwed. Oh, that guy was shot in the head. They just killed one of the tank crewmen there, and the rest are retreating off the map. I believe the British have been dealt with so far. Interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Let's leave everything as it is, and I will see you guys in a matter of seconds with the second part of this fight. Alright guys, it's time for the British counterattack. The Germans came out victorious out of that initial engagement between the German and British armor, and they have re-established their defensive line. It wasn't much of a defensive line in the first part. Both sides were relentlessly attacking each other, but the Germans seemed to be more willing to hold their ground, and the Brits more or less threw themselves into the fray and unfortunately got themselves rather slaughtered by the German Afrika Korps. And they've got both of their Tigers active. They've received lots of half-track reinforcements with infantry, so lots of mechanized infantry. They've set up some pack guns as well, and they've received a lot more armor. So not all of these tanks that you're seeing right now are combat functional or combat active, because a lot of them have been destroyed. This one's a good example. You can tell that the top crew hatch has been is open, so that says, you know, come in and look at me, I'm destroyed. And this one, no one's crewing, and you know, so it's going to be a little difficult to tell who's active or not. If you're moving and shooting, then you're active. If you're just sitting there and not taking fire by the AI, you're probably just disabled. But yes, as you can tell, they've reestablished their defensive line, and the Brits, well, they're here to counterattack. Look at all the Bren carriers and infantry and some of these lighter vehicles here too. And more Shermans, Matildas, and Valentines. And look at these Afrika Korps uniforms. They're really cool. No, sorry. Desert Rats. British, North African desert uniforms. These guys here are the Afrika Korps, and they've got their Afrika Korps uniforms as well. So that's really cool. They've got their desert uniforms as well, rather set. So we're going to slow down time. We're going to move up our units, and all the infantry will dismount from both sides, and they will fight each other relentlessly, and all the armor will be engaging each other. Some of the German army will probably some of the German armor will probably be holding their position, just because of the fact that they're actually defending. The Brits are the ones who are attacking here, but this is going to be hella interesting, so to speak. just see how this turns out, because we've got so many units here. There's so many vehicles. I don't think I've ever used this many in an attack before. The Brits are going insane with this attack. And this is towards the end of the war in North Africa. Obviously, it went on for quite some time, but this isn't in the early stages when the Afrika Corps was at its strongest, so to speak. This is more towards an end where their forces were more limited and not as reinforced as they were in the start. And I presume the reason why the Germans have to hold this down and win this battle again during the night is to give their units further back who are resting and resupplying the chance to do so without the Brits storming in and taking over whatever town that they're outside defending. And the battle is on. Oh wow, look at these packs. Boom. Always nice to get a little screenshot. On you go, lads. Forwards. I love a night battle. This is actually quite exciting. Looks like all the British armor on the right side has been fairly neutralized. Look at that. Some AT grenades are going to come into play. Boom! Oh, infantry fighting in the desert as well in the open. This is really bloody. This is awesome. Look at the mess here of tanks. Everyone's just getting stuck in each other. Most of the active British units seem to be like lighter vehicles such as universal carriers and stuff, and they're not going to do a lot against the German Tigers and Panzer Forcer sitting by, but we do have a lot of infantry who can probably come quite in handy. So seeing as the Brits are now attacking, I will be taking command of the Brits, because I love commanding an attacking force, and that's how it should be done. The defenders can manage without a commander, but the attackers need one to lead the way, or they will be unfairly slaughtered in the open, as so many people seem to complain about sometimes. You think it's unfair when I don't control a faction? Well, think about attacking without a commander. That's more unfair than anything else that I could ever imagine. And I don't know why these people haven't dismounted. It's like, passengers, get out of the bloody universal carriers. You are definitely needed on the ground as a fighting force, not as a... You're not being Ubered around here, okay? So the rest have got, like, what's going on here? Well, yeah, it seems like most of them are dismounting at least, unless they've been destroyed. Oh, look at that! That tiger has gotten itself in a bit of a predicament, and it's burning! I think it's about to go down. Jeez, look at the minimap. We've just swarmed around. It's like the infantry storm and lighter vehicles has been enough. Granted, of course, there were 6 Shermans part of this, but there were easily 6 Panzer IVs defending. Yes, we had 6 Matildas and 6 Valentines, but think of all the Stugs and the Tigers who were active as well, not to mention the packs. It's like the infantry with their AT weaponry and mobile capacity has done very well so far. I'm proud to be commanding the Brits today. Jesus Christ, the light dinglers and universal carriers have done so well. I think we owe it to the Piat infantry and some of the armor taking down this tiger, though. I think it's mostly the AT infantry that we had deployed today. Wow, look at that attack. That was a swift counterattack, and the German army has just been defeated. I mean, yeah, the British were big in numbers, but I thought they were going to be slaughtered out in the open. But like, still, look at the casualties. Look at the extra casualties. A night battle with mixed infantry and armor. This is really cool. I should do more night battles in the future. If you want to see more night battles, let me know and we'll do more. Alright, so yeah, thank you guys for watching this 2-part battle. If you guys want to see more 2-part battles like this one, then let me know and I'll be sure to make them. Hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. What's up, guys? DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy at War. No! No! What's up, guys? DiplexHeated here again. What's up, guys? DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Star Wars. No! Hey, what's up, guys? DiplexHeated here again. Hey, what's up, guys? DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Star Wars. No! What's up, guys? DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and Star Wars Galaxy at War. It's not what we're playing, is it?